Alright, this is my initial review of Hobbymate 5-in-1 QAV quadcopter PDB board. Per their specs online, this has a 5-volt, 3-amp, 12-volt BEC, an LED controller, and a flyaway finder and battery low voltage alarm. I'll go ahead and open it up and we can take a closer look. Stay tuned. Okay, and this is what it comes out of the box. As usual, I did order this from Amazon, thanks to Hobbymate. The shipping is fantastic as usual. I received this pretty quick, within 2 days of ordering the product. I have that in my hand already. As compared, like I said before, if you order stuff from, like I do, from China, it does take quite a while. But ordering this from Amazon, I've got it in 2 quick business days. Okay, so here is what's inside the package. Look like you have the PDB board, a connector, and some standoff, some nuts, and also this time, surprisingly, it comes with a whole sheet of instruction. So we are going to take a closer look. Just as a heads up, I will be putting this on, installing this on a Nighthawk 170 Pro. This is just to see the layout. As you can see, the spacings are perfect. This is the usual spacing for any like an A's controller or CC3D. In this case, it's just a regular spacing for PDB. Okay, so taking a closer look at this, you do have a push button. Looks like you have a 3-pin connector here, a beeper, some soldering pads. These are EAC pads, battery pads, ground, and VCC. It looks quite nice, actually. Yeah, it's very clean. And then also, it also tells you on the back, if you can take a look. Not sure you can, but it does say BEC 5-volt, 3 amps, 12-volt, 500 milliamps, LED controller, lost plane finder, and a low voltage alarm. And these pins here are signal, 5 volts, ground, and I have a push button for some other activities here, other stuff. Okay, so according to the specs online from Amazon, it does take anywhere from 9 to 26 DC. So that's 3S to 6S LiPo. Does have the weight is according to the specs is 9 grams. And just as a comparison, usually this is what goes into my my builds. So usually just a straight PDB board, no electronic circuit, and I usually use a voltage regulator. This could be 5 or 12 volt, and as you can see, it's a lot simpler. The Hobbymate, as you can see, it has a lot more features. And just to get an idea, your weight. Okay, with the board by itself, it weighs about 7 grams. If you add in the connector and stuff, it should be roughly, what did they say, 9 grams? Yeah, it should be roughly around there. A little bit, maybe a little bit more depending on what you add. As a comparison to this is our Martian 2 PDB with either 5 volt or 12 volt, whatever it is I want, the voltage regulator. And about 12 grams. So it's varying in comparison, but like I said, this one has a lot more features than this one. Thickness wise, it is a little bit smaller. I saw the post on one of the forums on RC group. One member did say that this does takes up to 80 amps. So on your build, you want to be careful. So if it's 80 amp max, your builds are, you don't want anything to draw like 20 amps per motor per ESC. You might burn the traces in here, might not handle it. On the Martian, I do have bigger motors coming, so this might have more power juice, but that's different. Okay, and just to compare, thickness of this board is, it's about 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter. The hole spacings are from center to center. It's about 29 and a half by 29.8. So the spacings are pretty much the same spacing is for your flight controller and such. So you should not have a problem there. Okay, so I have everything hooked up to simulate the loss plane finder. I have it hooked up to an auxiliary or antifreeze channel on PPM. In this case, PWM through my Tyrannus. As you can see, this is one beep, and this is continuous beep. So this is connected to a 3-position switch. And that's how it works. Another thing too is there's a push button up here. So how this is set is this is how you're gonna set the minimum voltage for your light bulb. If you press and hold it down for about 3 seconds, it's gonna blink, and then each one that you press corresponds to this. So the first one is 3.6, the second one is 3.5, and the last one is 3.4. So if you leave it alone for a couple seconds, it's gonna save that setting, and that's for your low voltage beeps. And the beeper on here, it's pretty nice. It's about the same loudness as what I usually use, a 5 volt beeper. You know, you can definitely hear this if you get lost, which is pretty cool. Okay, so this wraps it up. The initial review of the PDB from Hobbymate. Like I said, I will be installing this on my Nighthawk Pro 170, and once I have this up and running, I will give you a little bit more review on it. Hopefully I'll get a VTX hooked up to the 12 volt, and then we'll see. But so far working pretty good. I did have a couple of issues with some of the cheaper PDB that I get with the quad. One of them, I don't remember which particular quad, but it was making a very noticeable buzz, and this one is pretty quiet. So that's a big plus. And usually the coil is what makes it a little bit noisy. But so far, pretty impressed with this PDB. Even the way they have this connected to the sides, a little bit low profile. And if you do ask, if you accidentally bump this while you're running your quad, you're not gonna have an issue, because it's only activated if you hold this button down for 3 seconds, so 3 or 4 seconds. So you shouldn't have an issue there. Okay, thank you.